Summertime Render is a manga series made by Tanaka Yasunori that recently got its anime adaptation, which is animated by the same people that made All Taxi, Komi Can't Communicate, and if you're a boomer, the 1998 Berserk anime, and it's pretty easy to say,
what is happening?
It left everybody shocked. Imagine coming back to your hometown for a funeral of a relative of yours. You find out there were scratches on our dead body's neck. However, the doctor said that the death was due to drowning. After investigating the validity of your relative's death with the help of your best friend So and your sister Mio, you and Mio go to a shrine and chase after a shadow to see someone bleeding. You turn around to see Mio, and Mio, you get shot, everything goes dark, and you're back at the beginning of your trip. Now, before getting into it, I think I need to explain why there's two Mios. Shadow disease. Shadows are just as they are called, shadows. They are able to copy people's personalities, their looks, and everything about their demeanors. See the symbolism? These shadows are creatures that came from Hitoga Island, and once you spot a shadow that is yours, you will soon die. Now again, there are a lot of spoilers that I'm gonna go through in this video, but just as one hint that I can drop on how they become doppelgangers is this. Now you might be thinking, oh, ReZero already did this and Steins Gate did this as well. What makes this so damn special? Well, let me answer your question with a question. Is a perfect copy just as good as the original? This question and theme is constantly brought up through the manga since these shadows can easily become replacements for the original. For example, spoilers incoming by the way, in chapter 59, the whole time the Soul, Shinpei's best friend, knew his mom was actually a shadow, and as you can see by the end of the third episode of the anime, there's actually a shadow of Ushio, which is a quote-unquote dead relative of Shinpei. And throughout basically this whole story, you see Shinpei battling with the thought, oh, she's just Ushio, right? But in reality, she's just a shadow. She isn't the real thing, and she isn't an original. But literally everything about her is literally the same thing. Now, yes, the plot point of going back in time and constantly failing until getting the right timeline is pretty generic. However, the constant questioning from the main character and also his friends, whether to trust or not trust this shadow Ushio and many other shadows that become their allies, the constant twists and turns throughout the series and the art, the likable characters, the constant change of perspective that catch you off guard is what makes this series so unique. Now, before fully diving into the story, let's talk about the characters. Every character in this series has something you'll enjoy from them. So is the over dramatic but balanced character that is a helpful resource to Shinpei and is able to adapt to the very weird situation he gets put in. Mio is easy fan service, as you can see from episode 1 and episode 2 twice. But apart from that, both of the sisters are very happy and cheery characters. Hizuru, although if you're anime only, all you've seen of Hizuru is this. 3 times. She's generally my favorite character. Throughout the series, she has consistently been a badass, and her backstory within the shadow situation is generally incredible. Nezu, also known as the old man, same case for him, generally entertaining. So now let's get into the story. Throughout the first couple episodes of the anime, whether you realize it or not, you're being fed insane amounts of foreshadowing, and along with that, ignoring the crazy amount of clickbait that this wholesome poster gives you, it already hits you with mind-blowing twists. What kept me and probably many more hooked to this series is the questions that had to be solved, such as how did Shinpei get this time-traveling eye? What really happened to Ushio? And finally, who's the boss and the cause of the Shadow's operations, aka who's behind the mask? Now, this template and mystery aspect has been seen many times, but not like this. Part of the charm within Summertime Render is that we do have the answers to these questions, but we aren't spoon-fed these answers. They're either extremely foreshadowed, an insane amount of hints are there for you to plug the answer together, or you just read the manga. And another part of the enjoyment is to see whether you can solve the problem before the main character. While yes, it's fun to see the main character being a complete genius when he has to, that's not all this series has to offer. A murder mystery-like show with an amazing opening and ending, animation that will leave anyone blown away, soundtracks that are undeniably amazing, made by the same person that composed music for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Nier Automata, Tekken 6, and many more. This is everything that Summertime Render has to offer, and all of this makes Summertime Render an undeniably amazing series. Now, I'm gonna go through the manga, so if you're planning on keeping up with the anime or you've been enjoying it so far, this is where you click off. The bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, some parts feel a little bit overextended. When the story is made up of looping the same 3 days over and over until the main character gets it right, it's bound to happen. But surprisingly, this doesn't harm the story that much. Yes, it does get stretched out at some points, but it still keeps the drama, the intensity throughout the whole entire series, even these overextended sections. And also, the ending wasn't exactly, great. Of course, it solved the initial conflict and it tied all the knots it had to tie, but it just felt a bit underwhelming because the ending was just a fight and fixing the initial problem by going 300 years in the past to when the first shadow appeared on Hitoga Island. And Ushio basically erasing this whale puts us in a different timeline, and we get a little prologue chapter. Now, personally, I think the ending is going to be fantastic in anime format, but in the manga, it just didn't feel right because within the manga, the contrast between the build-up and the ending is pretty damn massive. The good, the way the backstories, powers, fights, etc. are delivered delivered within this manga are absolutely fantastic. The way the mangaka decide to deliver these pieces of information is piece by piece. It doesn't just give you all the information you need at once, it gives you pieces of the story so you can either plug two and two together or to just build up the story slowly, which I absolutely enjoyed a lot. Now overall, Summertime Render is by far one of the most entertaining series that I've read this year. It has drama, it has action, and it has literally everything that you could ask for from a mystery sci-fi series. Not only does it keep you hooked throughout the entire series, disregarding the ending by the way, but it has the ability to keep you on the edge of your seat until the very end.